The University of South Carolina, man. Let's cut all the BS. They did some South Carolina shit. They did some South Carolina shit, man. It was very much South Carolina behavior coming out, embarrassing the piss out of us. Um, Losing 27-3 at home after a bye week. I don't understand what happened. What didn't get talked about during the bye week and what didn't happen in preparation. But Ace, I know you got a lot to say about this, man. Let me know.
Bro, where do I start with? Where do I start with? Um, it's crazy. I had to chalk the game, you know what I'm saying, in the first quarter. After that, fake punt, Beamer, he put us in a bad spot early in the game, bro. And I don't know why he tried to insult Lane Kiffin's intelligence, you know what I'm saying? Because of last week, when they played Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? They did exactly what we feared. And they didn't look prepared at all, which is concerning because you had a bye week. You had extra time. Why is the offense looking like this? It's clear as day, Rocket was not 100%. I'm trying to figure out why Nick Harbor took majority of snaps, knowing he's green as a wide receiver right now. That's another concern. Jared Brown, my guy, what the hell? You wide open on the mesh route, got number yards, you stumbling like a damn deer on ice. You looking like Bambi out there. Lenore's, honestly, I really ain't faulting Lenore's. I really ain't faulting Lenore's. I saw the frustration too. None of the receivers getting open. And I don't know if you can really 100% put this on Dow Loggins or not. But with Dow calling, it ain't working. It ain't it. It ain't it. And a lot of Gamecock fans want Mike Schuler to take over full. That's another concern too. He's another failed OC that was in the NFL. So I mean, choose wisely which bed you want to lay in.
Look,
You got a crap bed, which is Dow Loggins, and you got a pissy bed, which is Mike Schuler. So choose wisely.
for the people that don't know, bro, Shane Beamer seems to have this infatuation with failed NFL OCs for some odd reason, haven't worked anywhere else, but thinks they'll work here. We got to be better. The coaching staff has to be better, and you've heard me say this all year long. I'm like, bro, it at some point the offensive staff has to meet the standard. What is the standard here? When are we going to have a standard for offensive football here in South Carolina? I believe we have explosive players. I believe we have guys that can help us produce. I believe any OC that was worth a damn could make this roster look like something more than what we've seen. But there's too many times we're relying upon our individual talents to be able to create plays. Because if you go back to all the games that we played so far this year, in the games where we've had offensive success, we've relied heavily on the athleticism of our quarterbacks. The LSU game for that entire first half, that's mostly Lenora Sellers being able to be an athlete and make a play. That 75-yard touchdown run, yeah, that's Lenora Sellers all day. There is no the design is there, of course, but that's an individual player making an individual play. And so shouts out to him for that. But we still haven't put together a system that I think utilizes any of what these guys do to their fullest potential. It's all based on what can you do as an individual player, and there is no schematics that help these guys get open. And we talk. I mean, we deal with. I mean, hell, you see what I'm wearing. We deal with multiple teams that have had this problem of not being able to help create plays for their players. And I've never seen an offense in college football. Creativity is key. You're supposed to be creative. You're supposed to find different ways to get guys going. I never see that from South Carolina at any point. I never see any lick of creativity. Like you said, why is Nick Harbaugh out there if he can't run routes? And if we're not going to use it in a specialized manner, why is he on the field taking reps? There are better receivers on the roster than Nick Harbaugh right now. Quit letting them take away real reps. D, I'm gonna let you go before I end up going all day about this, man. Let us know what you what you
Yeah,
saw.
after you done, I got some more. After you done.
I couldn't really watch much of the game because we had a game of our own, obviously. But
Hey, yeah, hey, shout out UVA too. Yeah,
shout out to
hey,
UVA, man. Bro. Hey, the boys, they 4-1. Shout out. But I seen the tweets, man. I seen the tweets, and I got a lot of frustrated fans at home who's texting me about, you know, um, the coaching staff. Like you said, me and you've been talking about this for years now. We've been talking about the coaching staff for years. We've been talking about the offensive line, like all this other type of stuff. And again, just watching clips on Twitter, like you can see the frustration in the Norris. Obviously, he wasn't healthy, so it's like you kind of just put him out there. You know what I'm saying? It was like kind of put it like he was like a deer in the headlight. What was he gonna do? And we just there's so many questions that are being asked. I know about a lot of coaches, a lot of fans, fans. I would say a lot of like, is this it for Shane? We've covered up for Shane for so many years, and we've been saying like, "Oh, he needs a new coaching staff." And it's like you said, like he has this love relationship with bringing in failed coordinators or coaches from the NFL, just thinking like, "Oh, just demote him down to college, they'll be fine." Like, no, that's not how that works. You couldn't do it in the big leagues. You got pushed out to the big leagues for a reason. They said, "All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? We respect you. Go over there, see what you can do." And you still got fired. Now you want to come back. Don't come back to us. You feel what I'm saying? We don't need that. Don't. I'm sick of that. Like saying, I'm sick of you out here going dumpster diving for these coordinators, whatever you want to call it. And then you out here bringing them over here, trying to create them up. You know what I'm saying? Advertisement and stuff, bro. Listen, bro. Stop getting these team move coordinators and bringing them over here. Stop bringing Tifu over here, bro. Go to Amazon, bro. Please go to Amazon and get some of these coordinators, man. Listen, um, I said it last week on Ace. Don't underestimate the opponent, and that's what they did. They went in, like you said, they had a whole week to prepare. They had a bye week, and they literally did what I told them not to do. Don't underestimate it because they lost against Mississippi State a week ago, and you did. You laid an egg, and I don't know, man. Like I don't know how much I can, defend this coaching staff. Even Shane at this point. I just can't.
Hey, what you got to say? I know you itching.
Oh my god. They got my bad to correct you, D, but they Kentucky had got them.
Sorry.
Yeah, you good. Man, you right, bro. It's aggravating. It's really aggravating because it's like Beam is on fire on the recruiting right now. Like we about to have three so far. I think it's about 3 receivers, all in state, rated high, back to back, number 1 wide receivers in the state, all from South Carolina. We ain't had that since Brian Dale, Rashad Smith, and Debo Sanders. You know what I'm saying? He's on fire recruiting, but he just can't win the big one. And I don't understand that. Why are we looking so undisciplined? And speaking of undisciplined, Dylan Stewart, bring your ass up. Fans, why y'all condoning that? Talk about hey, that's passion there, man. That's passion. That ain't no damn passion. That's stupid. My brother, you can pull that shit on HBCUs. You got Benedict across town, the other side of 5 points. You know what I'm saying? You got Benedict right there. Maybe you can pull that shit there, Dylan. I get you're a Maryland guy. Excuse my French, y'all. Sorry. You're a Maryland guy. I know you. That's YNS Central. That's YNS Central. Look, you shooting a gun as a celebration in front of all them folks? Like they not gonna call that? Do you not know who you are?
Wait, hold on. Did you see the tweet that Jackson Dart put out?
When he trolled back, how the fuck you miss 100 shots? Yeah, Dylan.
Doug's quoting Thugger, bro. Like,
how would you miss a whole 100 shots?
Hey, look.
And that's exactly what we
did. Hey, look.
We missed plenty of shots.
Gotta give Jackson Dart credit for that.
That could have got us.
Hey, the tweet. Hey, yeah. That's cold. It's cold as hell.
Cold. Yeah,
F you, Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? F you still, but that's cold. Jackson got a game is game. Game is game. But I mean,
but in the game after that, we could have got back in the game after that.
But to your point, like you said, I mean, the biggest this all screams coaching. It all screams failures on the coaching staff, from play calling to designs to discipline, all of which scream the coaching staff is failing at this very moment. And I think we're seeing a lot of that across the nation. It's not just South Carolina where we're seeing it, but we just haven't seen a lot of discipline ever here at the University of South Carolina in terms of just don't do those things. Don't do that. like you said, if there was opportunity there to get to try to fight back in the game, whether we would have won or not, we wouldn't have. Let's be clear, but but have enough wherewithal to know that's not a play you can make right there in that instance. And I don't know, like we said, man, it's tough because Shane does a lot of good things that I like. He can recruit his ass off. I think he's done a fantastic job of bringing in talent into South Carolina. Like you said, we got receivers on the way. We got Malik Clark, a guy we have been keeping our eye on for quite some time. He flipped to South Carolina. Other in-state guys sticking and staying within the state, which we know for us historically, that's when we're at our best, when the best guys stay home. You're making the right moves. You're headed towards the right direction. You got to figure out what it is that can get you over the top. I think you got the defensive coordinator right. Clayton White for whatever it is, the down year he had last year, his group has recovered. Did they have a iffy day against Ole Miss? Yeah, there were some things that didn't go our way. O'Donnell Fortune had his worst day as a starter that he's had since he's been here. But for the most part, the defense has been solid. The offense has always been the Achilles heel of these Shane Beamer teams. Like you've been able to create turnovers. They've led in turnovers in the SEC since Shane's been here. Since Shane has taken the job, we've led the SEC in turnovers. It's not been the defense. Your offense cannot create anything consistently. And I think with the guy we have at quarterback right now, Lenore Sellers, hey, look, man, for those who were starting to switch up, and you know who I'm talking about too, A's. You know who exactly who I'm talking to. And he recanted the tweet, he recanted the statement, but Lenore Sellers isn't the problem here. I've seen Lenore's even in the game, even against Ole Miss. I've seen Lenore's make plays that he wasn't making in week 1, even in week 2. He's gotten better. He's seeing the field. I'm telling y'all, it's just not there. The guys aren't open. It's not being designed well. It is not on Lenore's. I believe he's got all the ability in the world to be a great quarterback. The Outlaws has got to get going because we never even saw the type of day we saw from Spencer Rattler against Tennessee a couple years ago. Dale Loggins hasn't even produced a day like that ever since he's been here. That hasn't happened. So
and for that game there, you can say what you want. There's so many people that was calling plays that game there. But I mean, that's a discussion for another day. But just to piggyback on what you said with Lenore's, I do like the improv that he was doing, the growth. Just running out of the pocket. Joshua Simon's right there. He do like a and I think that's what I don't know if that's a design option play, but I think that's what Beamer was talking about. I think a lot of people didn't really. I think it went over their heads, bro. That's kind of the option that technically is option plays. That's what Beamer was trying to run that day, but it just wasn't clicking with Lenore. Obviously, Lenore's 100%. Rocket, damn sure not 100%. And I don't understand how we look so weak at the running back position again. Oscar Ottaway tried. I saw some flashes of Oscar Ottaway, but I mean, where's DJ Braswell at? You know what I'm saying? Howell your boy Howell, he got in. He looked good too. So I think we need to give him more of a shot too.
it's getting to that point because I don't think running Juju McDowell 5'9", 175-pound Juju McDowell up the middle don't really do it for me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Great I was guy. Cussing my
love
him. I was cussing the TV out when I saw Juju line up in the backfield. I was like, ain't no way y'all about to run a 189 running back up for an inside zone run. I was like, bro, Beamer need to get cussed out for this. I was like, you should be ashamed. Y'all should be ashamed doing an inside run with Juju McDowell. This is saying that is Satterfield back? What's going on? Yeah.
Look, God. I guess the thing is, we got Bama this week coming up. They're somehow coming off of a loss to Vanderbilt. How the hell? I mean, bro.
That's an L. That's an L.
Oh my goodness!
Watch we don't put up not even an inch of fight that Vanderbilt put on. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna lay an egg that game too. You might as well
we're gonna be the get right game. We're gonna be the get right game, bro. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know how much I can give in terms of effort to wanting to watch this if the offense is never going to find some type of level of consistency. I mean, we know it hinges upon our ground game. We have to be a ground and pound football team because As much as I like our receivers, I think they are capable of making plays. I think they would be much very. They benefit a lot if our ground game was more consistent, and if our offensive line. But you know what? I've been talking about this offensive line group since the beginning of the season. That's the only group to me that has not gotten better. That has not made that jump. Every other group though I've seen has to me improved. The running back room is better. I think the receiver room is deeper than what we've had in a long time. The defense is clearly better, but that O line still is not capable of going and taking on an SEC schedule for a 12-game season. But
last thing, I'm gonna give bro a pass because he a freshman, but that 5-star left tackle is getting his ass worked every snap. It's getting worked every snap. Every snap. Worked. He's supposed to be a 5-star. But
I mean, honestly, bro, like he is a freshman. Like
that's why I'm giving him. That's why I'm giving him a pass. I mean, but he is getting worked. So
but I also feel like too as a coordinator, bro, like y'all. And I think this goes back to what I said weeks ago about having guys who are experienced and ready, whether they're not starting or not. You have to have those guys ready for whatever. Your offensive line. If your offensive line not cutting it, you might need to switch at the depth chart. There's only so much you can do with a lot of these young freshmen and these transfers who are coming in from different systems, and you keep bringing them in, and it's like, all right, cool. Like you gotta prepare the second string and the third string just as much as you do the first string. And I think that's kind of what it tells about coaching as well. Like how much preparation are you actually putting in, not to just the starters, but everyone else. And two, like T said, the offensive line hasn't gotten better. Our offensive line hasn't been good for years. And I think that's like the starting notion of like what we need to get better. Something's got to give. Again, something has to give because I feel like our receivers are just. I don't want to say they lackluster, but they don't try. They don't try in like recent years for me. I don't understand. Like I don't understand the play calling. I don't understand none of this. And it's like how at what point are we gonna just sit here and be like, yo, like y'all need to get y'all shit together.
I feel like Van and Gage. I feel like Van, Gage, Mazio, they doing their part. Jared Brown, I don't know what's up with him. Nick Harbor, we got to figure out something different for him.
Yeah, there was so much hype with him.
I think we got to move him at tight end, make him be Cal Pitts. I don't know what.
Hey, listen, NCAA lied to y'all. NCAA lied to y'all. Like crazy. Y'all out here doing that fade, sending that mother down the field, catching them bombs, touchdown. Lie to y'all. Y'all need to update the game. Make sure y'all get that thing right. Because he not doing that. He not doing that. You know what I'm saying? NCAA, you gave us false hope, bro. I swear he did.
So here's what I'll say. The lineup I would like to see on offense as far as the receiver group: Van, Mazio, Gage, Jared Brown, bro. I'm very disappointed that Jared Brown hasn't been who I thought he could be. And again, maybe he's another guy suffering because of the coaching staff as well. But to me, Gage, Van, and Mazio have been the three guys that have shown up the most to me. Roll with those guys and see and see where you can go. Nick, like you said, right now that's not a receiver, bro. It's just truthfully and honestly, I wish the kid would have put his hand in the dirt and come out there like how he was supposed to, because that's the body you have that's made for it. So unless you're gonna be Calvin Johnson, big dog, that ain't gonna. What you're doing right now isn't gonna work. Yeah, it just ain't gonna work, bro. You need receiver rehab. You know what I'm saying? Receiver recovery. We need to put you in AA for receivers, dog. I don't know what we got to put you at to figure out whether you can play this position or not. But I'm telling you, your hands should be in the dirt, my boy. I'm just go ahead and tell you. If you ever want to play football at a high level, you will put your hand in the dirt and go rush the damn quarterback. I'm just go ahead and just keep it high with you.